Anuga olona dili, olo edidili, ganosokta. I'm Monique Mojica, and I'm the Dramaturge.
I'm Mike Payette. I'm the artistic director of Tarragon Theatre, and I'm also directing the show.
I'm primarily an actor, a mover, moved over to a theatre creator, playwright, and doing more dramaturgy, particularly exploring what an Indigenous dramaturgy could be, because our narratives are different and we draw on different kinds of structures. And it's become more and more important to me at this point in my life, the knowledge transfer of passing on what I've learned to another generation, to people who are interested in challenging and dismantling all of those prescribed ways of how to do it.
Just the nature of creating this piece, which has been in development for over 2 years now, almost 3 years. For context, it was originally a commission from Richard Rose, my predecessor, who received, I believe, a pamphlet, a little story about John Hall, and went to Audrey Dwyer, who was our Urjo Coretta resident at the time, and was like, I'm curious about it. Why don't you, write this story? And Audrey went into an investigation, but at the end of the day, this piece is grounded by a lot of unknowing. Like, we don't have all of the information. We have just snippets of John Hall's life. And to relate that to a creative process that is guided so wonderfully by Monique and the artists, it's opening up the scope of what dramaturgy looks like.
There's reclamation going on because there's a lot of hidden story, and that hidden story wasn't an accident. I mean, not very many people know that Indigenous folks were conductors on the Underground Railroad. And often when that comes up, there's sort of this, wait a minute, that's our history. Why don't there's none of that in this room, in this project, which is really wonderful because it sets the stage in the room for healing.
The perceived histories of Black Afro diaspora communities and Indigenous communities, given the endured complexity of our relationship to belonging, being a part of the land or being displaced onto this land, there's this thought that there's a lot more division than commonality. There's a lot of guidance and support and help. I will say this globally at a time when we are, encouraged to be separated and to find...
And to be pitted against each other.
All of our differences as the sort of anchor for how we behave and how we connect with each other. The team, the play, the artists, everybody understands that and wants to lean into an empowered room, an empowered space that is like, hey, okay, so this is what we went through. Oh wait, you were there too?
We were there.
You were there, okay, you were there, okay, oh.
We got you across the mountains.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, thanks, great. Here's some rice. You know what I mean? Like and so it's that, it's that we don't get to see. We don't get to celebrate that. We don't see that in theater. We don't see that on our stages often. This is not a history play. I just want to be really, really, yes, there's history within it. This is an urgent story that is encouraging us to be reminded of our unity, of our need for each other, and beyond everything, our mutual desire to survive and thrive. And we can only do that if we have strength in our connection. Come Home, The Legend of Daddy Hall begins previews May 14th.
So get your tickets now at tarragontheatre.com.